Before they started putting ice makers in refrigerators, you could just get ice trays. Of course, back then they were made out of aluminum. Now we have plastic ones, and some of them have these cool little rubber pieces so you can pop the cubes out one at a time. But that's pretty old school to have to pop out ice cubes like that. But after that technology came out, back in the 60s, they had what was called a flex tray ice maker. So it actually took a tray just like this one and stuck it inside of a motorized bin thing here. And it would take it and it would twist the motor would twist the cubes out so they would pop out of here. Well, they came to realize after so many years, the plastic in them would go bad and it would quit ejecting ice cubes. And this would become, it would like leave 3 or 4 cubes in there. It would go to refill and it would overflow and make a big mess. So sometime in the 60s, I might be wrong about the date, but sometime around that time, they quit making these and they went to what was called a mold ice maker. So this one, it pours the water down into these sections here, and each one of these becomes a crescent cube. And it uses a heating element on the bottom here to melt the bottom of the ice cubes, and then these little arms turn and push the ice cubes out and make them drop into a bin that holds them. And so that's what this whole thing does. But somebody decided recently that's too much power to use a heating element every time you need to melt cubes. That uses a little bit of electricity. So it went back to the flex tray model, and they've been using these now for a little while, and we're having the same problem. After a couple years, you can see on this one, this is a little bit of an older one. See how cruddy that gets inside of there? Some of it's the plastic, some of it's buildup, but mostly it's because the pores in the plastic quit ejecting the cubes, and it makes this mess. And fairly quickly, within a few years, these usually go bad and quit ejecting the cubes, and then you get this giant ice block. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. This is one of those cases where the technology's reverted back to something that's far inferior to the ones that used to last for 15 or 20 years before they'd fail, but they use a little bit more power to melt the cubes. So I don't know what the solution